Please silence your phones.
Suis-moi, l'impression, suis-moi. Et si je suis loin, suis-moi.
Chers parents et amis, bonjour et bienvenue à l'Académie d'Étincelle. Aujourd'hui, nous allons présenter une pièce de théâtre qui s'appelle Le Petit Prince. Nous vous souhaitons d'avoir beaucoup de plaisir. Place au spectacle. Dear parents and friends, welcome to Académie d'Étincelle. Today we will present to you a play called The Little Prince. We hope you enjoy the performance. Next, the show begins.
L'amour est mon prince, suis-moi. Et la musique, voilà.
I can't believe my eyes. People here? It must be because of the extreme heat. You all must be a mirage. I've been here since my plane broke down. Hot, isolated, clinging to hope I won't run out of drinking water until I manage to repair my engine and leave this unfriendly place. Since I've landed, I've seen nothing but sand. How come I see people? There's no doubt you all must be a mirage. What is this? Look at this funny little boy. He looks like a prince. And look, he's coming closer and closer. If you please, draw me a sheep. What? Draw me a sheep? But I can't draw. Doesn't matter. Draw me a sheep. I don't like this one. This one's too old. I want one that will live for a long time. This is only his box. The sheep you have asked for is inside. It's perfect. It's just the way I wanted it. Do you think this sheep will need a great amount of grass? Why? Because where I live, everything is very small. There will surely be enough grass for him. It's a very small sheep I have given you. Not so small. Oh look, he's going to sleep. So, what are you doing here? And you, do you live in this desert? And what's that? A plane, a flying machine. Oh, that's very funny. So you come from the sky? Which planet is yours? Do you come from another planet? That doesn't matter. Straight ahead of him, nobody can go very far. Do sheep eat flowers too? Oh, I'm very fond of sunsets. Let's go see one now. But we must wait. Wait? For what? We must wait till it's time. We must wait for sunset. I'm always thinking that I'm back at home. one day I saw 44 sunsets. You love sunsets when you're sad. Were you sad on the day of 44 sunsets? Do sheep eat flowers too? Sheep eat anything it can find in its reach. Even flowers that have thorns? Yes, even flowers that have thorns. The thorns, what use are they? The thorns, what use are they? The thorns are of no use at all. Flowers have thorns just for spite. I don't believe you. Flowers are weak creatures. They're naive. They try to protect themselves as much as they can. They think that their thorns are terrible weapons. My little man, I'm sorry, but I'm concerned with matters of consequence. I have to repair my engine. Matters of consequence? You speak just like the grown-ups. You confuse everything. You don't understand that I'm worried about my flower. My little man, the flower that you love isn't in danger. I'll draw a muzzle for your sheep and a railing to put around your flower. It's such a secret place, the land of tears. Will you tell me your story, little prince? If you want me to. Here's my story. I come from a distant planet where I live with volcanoes, a few baobabs, and my flower. It's pretty exceptional, my flower. Quite unlike the plants I've seen before on my planet. At first, I thought it was a new kind of baobab. Until the day she woke up, yawned, and said, I'm scarcely awake. I beg that you'll excuse me. My petals are still all disarranged. Oh, how beautiful you are. Really? I was born at the same moment as the sun. Is there anything I could do for you? I guess so. If you could do me the kindness to bring me some water. I think it's time for breakfast. Whoa, it's very windy. I think a hurricane's gonna come. Oh, and one more thing. I'm terrified of draughts. Could you find some screen for me? A screen? You see, draughts are my only trouble. Except for them, I'm scared of nothing, not even tigers. I have thorns to protect myself. Oh, very cold. Are you shivering? Doesn't that seed make you feel hungry? It's very windy. I think I'm gonna blow away. Oh, look, looks like somebody's getting frostbites over there. Is your tummy grumbling? I'm leaving the planet. Yes, never go back. It's quite possible I'm here to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I've been silly. I asked for your forgiveness. Try to be happy. Of course I love you. It's my fault you haven't known it all the while. But you decided to go away. So go.
But who's going to look after you? Put the glass below ground and water you and talk to you.
Don't worry about me. I'll keep in touch with the caterpillars and later get acquainted with the butterflies. Now go. I don't want you to see me crying. I shouldn't have ran away from my rose. She only had a few thorns to protect herself from danger. But when I was leaving her, I was too young to know how to love her. And first, I visited the king's planet.
Here's the subject.
How can he call me a subject if he never seen me before?
Approach, so that I may see you better. It's contrary to etiquette to yawn in the presence of the king. I forbid you to do so.
But I can't help it.
Ah, then I order you to yawn.
But I can't yawn anymore.
Then I order you to sometimes yawn and sometimes not.
Can I sit down?
I order you to do so.
Will you excuse my asking you a question?
I order you to ask me a question.
Over what do you rule?
Over everything. Over the planets and the stars.
And do the stars obey you?
Certainly they do.
Then can you order me a sunset? I'd love to see one now.
If I ordered the general to fly from one flower to another, like a butterfly, or turn himself into a seabird, and if the general order which he received didn't carry out the order which he received, which one of us would be in the wrong? The general or myself?
You?
Exactly. One must require from another the duty which can be performed.
What about my sunset?
I can order that, but we must wait until the conditions are favorable.
When will that be?
In the evening, and you'll see I'm well underway.
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
Oh, don't go. I'll make you a minister.
Thank you, but I have to go. If your majesty wishes to be obeyed, you should give me a reasonable order. You should give me an order to be gone by the end of 1 minute. It seems to me that the conditions are favorable. Hello, clap for me. Come on, oh, look! Here's an admirer. Good morning. Do you admire me? What does it mean, admire? Admire means you regard me as the best dressed, the richest, and the most intelligent man on this planet. But you're the only man on your planet. Do me the kindness to admire me just the same. The grown-ups are very strange. Hey, beauty. What are you doing there?
I'm drinking.
Why are you drinking? So that I may forget. Forget what? Forget that I'm ashamed. Ashamed of what? Ashamed of drinking. The grown-ups are very odd.
Yes.
3 and 2 make 5. 5 and 7 make 20. What are you counting? During the 54 years that I've inhabited this planet, I've been disturbed only 3 times. The first time was 22 years ago, when the screws fell from God knows who knows where, and I made 4 mistakes in my addition. The second time was 11 years ago, when I was disturbed by an attack of rheumatism. I do not get enough exercise and I have no time for loafing. And the third time, well, this is it. But what are you counting? The little objects you see in the sky. And what do you do with the stars? What do I do with them? I own them. How come? Says the first person to think of it. When you discover an island that belongs to nobody, it's yours. When you find a diamond that belongs to nobody, it's yours. When you get an idea before anyone else does, you take a patent on it. It's yours. So with me, I own the stars because nobody else before me ever thought of owning them. That's true. But what do you do with them? What do I do with them? I administer them. I count them and recount them. It's difficult, but I am a man who's naturally interested in matters of consequence. I myself own a flower. I used to water her every day. 12 and 3 make 15. 15 and the grown-ups are very strange. 19, I think. 19 plus 2, 21. Good morning. Why have you just put out your lamp? Those are the orders. What orders? The orders are that I put out my lamp. I don't understand. There's nothing to understand. Orders are orders. Good morning. Good evening. I follow a terrible profession. In the old days, it was reasonable. That in the morning, I put out my lamp, and in the evening, I light it again. I had the rest of the day for relaxation and the rest of the night for sleep. And the orders have been changed since then? The orders haven't been changed. That is the tragedy. From year to year, the planet has turned more rapidly. The orders haven't been changed. And what? My planet now makes a complete turn every minute. Every minute I have to light my lamp and put it out. Oh, that's very funny. A day lasts only 1 minute here where you live. That's not funny at all. Well, we've been talking together. A month has gone by. Your planet is so small, it would take you 3 strides to get you all the way around it. When you always want to be in the sunshine, all you have to do is walk slowly. When you want to rest, all you have to do is walk. And the day will last as long as you like. That doesn't do me much good. The only thing I love in life is sleeping. Well, then you're unlucky. I like this man. Maybe it's because he's the only one who's thinking about something besides himself. Good evening. No, good morning. Good morning. Oh, look, here's an explorer. Where do you come from? What's that big book? What's your occupation? I am a geographer. What's a geographer? A geographer is a scholar which knows the location of all the towns, rivers, seas, mountains, and deserts. Oh, that's very interesting. Here at last is a man who has a real profession. Your planet is very beautiful. Has it any oceans? I couldn't tell you. How about deserts? I couldn't tell you. And rivers? Seas? Towns? I couldn't tell you that either. But you're a geographer. Exactly. But I am not an explorer. It's not the geographer who goes out to count the towns, rivers, seas, mountains, and deserts. The geographer is much too important for that stuff. He does not leave his desk. But he has explorers bring him information about the world. Who could be an explorer? A man of good moral character, somewhat trustworthy. An explorer who told lies would bring disaster on the books of the geographer. So would an explorer who drank too much. Why is that? Because drunk men see double. Then the geographer would note down 2 mountains in the place there was only one. I myself have a flower. We don't record flowers because flowers are ephemeral. What does it mean, ephemeral? Geographers' books are concerned with matters of consequence. They never become old-fashioned. It's very rarely a mountain will change its position, for example. We write eternal things. But what does it mean, ephemeral? It means in danger of speedy disappearance. My flower's ephemeral, and I left her all alone on my planet. What place would you advise me to visit next? Planet Earth. It has a very good reputation. Good morning. Where roses? Good morning. You're all like my rose. My rose told me that she was the only one of her kind in the whole universe. And here, 5,000 of you, all in one single garden. So it seems all I ever had was an ordinary rose. And that doesn't make me a very good prince, does it?
I'm a fox.
Come play with me.
I can't play with you. I'm not tame.
What does it mean, tame?
It's an act too often. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for friends. What does it mean, tame?
It's an act too often neglected. It means to establish ties.
Establish ties?
Just that. To you, I'm nothing more than 100,000 other foxes. But if you tame me, we'll need each other. To me, you'll be unique in all the world. To you, I'll be unique in all the world.
I'm beginning to understand. I have a flower. I think she's tamed me.
Please tame me.
I want to very much, but I haven't much time. I have friends to discover and a great many things to understand.
One only understands the things that one tames. Men buy things already made in shops, but there's no shop where you could buy friendship. And so, men have no friends anymore. If you want a friend, tame me.
What must I do to tame you?
You must be very patient. First, you'll sit in the grass, like that in the grass. A little distance from me, like that in the grass. Then, you'll look at me and you'll say nothing. Words are a source of misunderstanding, but you'll sit a little closer to me every day.
I think we're friends already, but now it's time for me to go.
Can't you stay a little longer? If you go, I'll cry.
It's your own fault. I never wished you any harm. You wanted me to tame you.
That is so, but before you go, I need to tell you a secret. It's only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye.
What is essential is invisible to the eye.
You'll become responsible forever of what you take.
Become responsible for what I take.
You're responsible for your rose.
I'm responsible for the rose.
It's the time you wasted for your rose that makes your rose so important.
It's the time I was for my rose that makes the rose so important.
Men have forgotten this truth, but you mustn't forget it. You'll become responsible forever of what you take. You are responsible for your rose.
I'm responsible for my rose. What is essential is invisible to the eye.
Good evening.
You're not at all like my rose. No one tamed you, and you tamed no one. You're like my fox when I first met him. He was only a fox, like 100,000 other foxes, but I made him my friend. So now he's unique in all the world. You're beautiful, but you're empty. As for my rose, she's the one that I water, put under the glass. She's the one that I put under the glass globe. As for her that I killed the caterpillars, except the 2 or 3 that I saved to become butterflies. I've listened to her when she grumbled or boasted, or even when she said nothing. She's my rose.
Good evening. What brought you here?
Where's the men? It's a bit lonely in the desert.
It's also lonely among men.
You're a funny animal. You're no thicker than a finger.
But I am more powerful than the finger of a king.
You're not very powerful. You don't have any legs. You can't even travel.
I can carry you farther than any ship could. Whoever I touch, I send them back to the place they came from.
Oh, I understand you very well. But why do you always speak in riddles?
I solved them all.
Alicia May Sparks, and the role of the aviator, the tippler, and the geographer. Jack Sparks, in the role of the little prince. Joy Ferguson, in the role of the little princess Rose, the conceited man, and the businessman.
Gabriel Camarada, and the role the little prince when he was young,
The lamplighter and the snake.
In the role of the king and the fox.
Stefan, Carlos, and Anthony as the roses.
Invisible to the eye.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Suis-moi, là où je sais où, suis-moi. Et si je suis pas, suis-moi, là où niche les bouts. Suis-moi, on y est ou presque, suis-moi, là où rien ne presse, suis-moi, et v'là que nous y voilà. Ta-da-di-dou-dou. On se pose, c'est si bon quand on se pose, plus de questions et qu'on ose.